Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Okay, so we have news, but it's going to be news in the update area, so I thought we'd go over there and talk about some things. Okay, I want to talk about the one on the top first, because that's the easiest one to talk about, isn't it? Alright, so obviously we're getting a maze next. And this is going to be the individual who's going to be the big bad. Of course, this is Count Vlad's wife, isn't it? And she's described very scarily, actually. Countess Flawless is the fastest dark control monster to date. She has a very impressive set of skills. She can possess all, give them nightmares. She also has vampiric attacks. And her special skill is that she can resurrect everyone and give them double damage. You know, I don't think that's really useful as a special skill. I mean, you know, your special goes off, you really need somebody to be dead for that. I mean, if it gives everybody double damage without them being dead, okay. But, I mean, I don't know if it's powerful, but should that be a special skill? But anyway, the fact that she's got massive speed and she's got possession is kind of scary. So I'm guessing that's going to be the crux of the event. I'm curious as to whether they're going to throw Vlad in there. Maybe as a hidden path or something like that. We'll have to see about that. I certainly wouldn't mind getting Barnabas an upgrade. So that's one of the items we have here. Alright, so they have, they made changes to the, if you haven't noticed, they made changes to the card flipping. One thing is that if you were doing something in order to get coins, it would have diminishing returns over time. So that's the reason I've pretty much stopped with the food, because it just isn't worth it anymore. I'm getting about 80 coins for like spending a whole bunch of money and it ain't worth it anymore. So I'm just basically gathering coins and doing 1 or 2 hatchings because they're not really worth much anymore either. So there is one big addition to this though. Now, they're doing this to level the playing field, right? They're doing this to level the playing field. There is one big addition here, the last item. Monster. It is now possible to get the monster with your first flip. This is a rather large change. Previously, you would have to do a number of set flips before you even had a chance. So let's just say there were 16 cards on the field. You might have to do 11 or 12 before you even had a chance to get the creature. Apparently somebody in my team actually got Bella on the first pull. So is that possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. But I mean, the thing is, at least there is a chance. So that's a very big change, and I actually appreciate that. I believe originally that's the way it used to be, and then they changed it. Because I know that there were people who got creatures early on when they started doing this, earn early polls, and then they made it so you had to do a set number. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I might videotape what I'm doing tonight, and we'll see what happens. You know, if I think it's worthy of seeing it, and not just because I get him or not. If I think it's interesting or not, then I might tag it into the next video. We'll see. Okay, the last item is an item of great sorrow that I would like to talk about. Okay, the monster changelog. Okay, so they made a couple of changes, one of which is going to change the shape of my team. Many of you probably are aware of this already, so we're just going to get right to it. Balancing. Dharma's bodyguard, Fire Cursed. Fire Cursed will do damage before applying Fire Weakness. This significantly changes his damage output. And I'm afraid that it probably removes him from my team. Unless I come up with something else, I'm thinking that Simon is retaking his place in the team because of his ability to give himself double damage. And, of course, his missing problem is resolved by Big Al laying guard down on everybody. So that's pretty much what's going on. Now, in terms of the ringer, I don't really have the ringer. This sounds like a significant downgrade, though. So if anybody was really getting... I don't know. I'm guessing that's a special skill or something? Because, I mean, a 70 area damage sounds insane, right? So that sounds like a downgrade, but obviously anybody who is using him... And let's face it, do you really see people using the ringer in their teams? I don't see that. So, But anyway, that's the thing. Then they did some other changes here. I notice, however, that I don't see any changes to all of the individual monsters whose skills say 50%, but they're not 50%. They seem to target, let's face it, they're targeting Jarman's bodyguard. I think it's because he's a lizard. I do. I think it's because he's a lizard. I do. I honestly do. I think it's because he's a lizard. So yeah, unfortunately, Stan is going to be taking a step back here. As a matter of fact, I have to address these ruins here now. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take one of those and put them on Simon, so he'll have 3 7s on him. Yeah, in terms of what I'm going to do with the speed, and another thing about it is I'm probably going to end up giving this to the banner. I'm going to have to end up giving that to Tara. So that's the way that is, because there isn't anybody. I was actually considering Mordred. I was considering Mordred. One of the things about it is that the relic slots of Simon aren't really very useful. I think he's got 2 swords there, not really very useful. So I was considering Mordred. His possession too is actually kind of useful as well. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. What if I took those 2 7s and put them on him? What kind of damage output? I mean, he's still only 100, whereas Simon is 105. But it's something I'm considering. I have to think about it. I think whoever I end up going with, I'm going to be staying with, obviously, with Tara and Big Al, because they're good setup for whoever the damage dealer is. The thing about it is, unfortunately, Stan is no longer that damage dealer. Yeah, it ain't easy being green. He's green, right? He's green-ish. Yeah, I'm just going to say he's green because it makes the narrative better. All right, so let's take a look at the 72-hour challenge. Okay, so I only have 8,257. As I said, other than collecting coins at this point, everything I was doing is just in such diminishing returns that it isn't worth doing anymore. So I don't see myself getting much more than this. I may approach 9,000, but that's it. So I'm just going to spend as many turns on getting the Bellabal as I can. If I happen to roll it, I roll it. If I don't, I don't. If not, I'm just going to try to get whatever I can. The second I can't do a roll of her anymore, I'll just move over to Mr. Flacky, and I'll try to get some stuff there. Maybe get lucky and get an upgrade for Johnny. We'll know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so at least there's a chance now with each roll, right? At least there's a chance. That's a good. Yeah, I'm not even bothering over here anymore because I got so much food and I spent a lot of money on it. It just, I run through the whole thing now and it gives me about 80, whereas it started off at about 400. So not anymore. And that was with the bonus coming too. That was while the bonus was still running. It ran until this morning, the farming bonus. So anyway, I think that's about what we have in terms of new stuff. So let's talk about war. Okay, we won the last war? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, I think we did, significantly, as a matter of fact. I don't know about this one. Yeah, the problem with this one is they have a lot of race winners. Titan winners, too. So this one might be a little challenging. I did a quick fight as soon as it began this morning because I had to take care of business. And I haven't looked at it since. And we do have a lead. We've attacked a couple more times. It seems to be even that way. But as you can see, just looking right down. Okay, so do I want to attack this one? I don't know about that. All right, so here we go. We got Mechanical, which is not overly convenient for me. Then we have Thunder, which is very convenient for me. Personally, I would rather have had Nature, if you know what I mean. And then we have Legendary. Now, in this case, obviously, the Legendary one is going to be Mortar. Although, Mechanical does give me access to Melvin. I don't know how Melvin would do in this situation. I'm pretty sure that the Isofex would probably be faster than Melvin. And, of course, he's immune to all forms of possession, if my memory is correct. Can I look at that for a moment? Going in. This was the team that I went with this morning already. This is what the Mechanical has brought me to, right? I think it's all forms of possession. Yeah, yeah, all forms of possession, right. So that wouldn't work out too well. And I'm pretty sure, what's your speed? Wait a second, what's your speed? 7? And you're a problem, though. You're a big problem, though, especially for Tara. Because you were kind of designed to be the antithetes character, weren't you? You'll function even if you don't have any stamina. Matter of fact, you give stamina back to everybody else, I believe. Yeah, so even though Ice Effects goes first, though, I don't know. It's a good question. Do we want to try it? All right, you know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind. I'm throwing caution to the wind. I'm throwing caution to the wind. Okay, so I would say Scrap Hunter's probably going to get stamina, so he's going to attack, which is going to be bad. I hate to say this, but if he hits anybody, I hope it's Ivan. Yeah, that's right. He's reaching to his little book, and he's going to give stamina. See? Now, what are you going to... Okay, that could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse. The question is that a 3-round? Is it 2-round? All right, I'm just wondering whether or not she's actually going to kill. I got to do something. All right, let me think about this. Okay. He'll live. He'll live. He will live. What's the name of it? Zap will live, at least for the moment. Okay. But he's oh, he's still no, the bleeding should be gone now. As soon as his turn's over, the bleeding should be gone. All right. I really could use that 10 million right now. Just saying, dude. I really, really could use that 10 million. Don't miss the big scary creature. That's just wrong. Don't do that. Yeah, I really, really could use that 10 million, dude. I'm just saying that. I'm just going to go right out on the limb and say that. All right, let me just get rid of one of them. No, that would have been very useful. Just saying, guys. Just really would have been very useful. All right, he's bleeding. What do we have here? That gets rid of a huge threat. That gets rid of a huge threat. Damages all enemies. Applies precision and evil enter legion. Well, obviously I'm not doing that. This is the one, because this gets rid of somebody. The problem is, he could do a lot of damage to us. He's still got another area effect. I believe it's the one that gives total blindness. Please, please, you're special. Please, you're special. Oh, no. I mean, he could kill all of us. He could kill all of us. Or he could do something really stupid like that. Okay, that worked out. That was a little scary there, but that worked out. That worked out indeed. Ivan is also a pretty good damage dealer too. So, but I mean, I think having the little extra thing there, you know, for Mordred having the possession, and for Simon having the ability to give himself double damage, and of course, probably the #1 single target damager in the game too. So, yeah, those are big positives. Those are big positives. All right, let's look around. I'm thinking maybe I would like to use, I'd like to find a target for Melvin. A Voltic is just so dangerous, though. Let's see. Oh, there's 6 there. Let me just see if I can find somebody. That's way too fast. No, no, that's way too fast, even for Melvin. What do we have over here? They got a Voltic again. If I could find a Voltic that didn't have speed, that would be... I'm way down here. What am I doing all the way down here? Actually, I take that back. I probably know why I'm all the way down here. He's got no... There's no speed. Oh, there's one big speed here. I don't know. That's very... If it was anything but a Voltic, if it was anything but a Voltic, this possession doesn't work too well on them. That one. I'm thinking that one, even though it's going to be... what's over here? That's got 2 stamina. All right, let's throw a team together and see what we got. Maybe we got lucky. Maybe it's got static force on it, right? All right, let's change the team. All right, what I'm thinking in terms of is... we'll put it together and then look at it, right? We'll put it together and look at it. Where is Melvin? Yeah, okay, he's got the big 7 on the end. He's got the big 7 on the end. All right, and Thunder. Well, I think that Alex is a given here. And here, I'm going with Ultra Damage. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. It's a matter of can he actually get a chance to go, right? Okay, what do you got? 58, 40. I don't think any of them are as fast. It's the question is that if I hack him, what does he do? And unfortunately, he's going first, so I can't count on one of these other guys to like freeze or something like that. I have a feeling he's going to go right after Inigo. But I'm going to risk it because my number of target... oh, actually, I could get a stun down. That would be great. All right. I'm going to go for these, but then... here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the single target stun on the Voltec. Good. All right, problem solved. Okay, who's got the most health? Well, that's such a silly question. Can he kill him? That's a very good question. All right, let's see if he can kill him. All right, and okay, that was the poison, I believe. I do need to save a stab for that Voltec on the bottom. Hat throw. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, the poison took this time. So that means that I don't have to go too crazy with him because he's going to die. All right, let's think about this. I think I can count him as dead. I mean, remember, he's still possessed, so I don't really have to go too crazy. So let me just do this. Okay, you missed him. Don't do that. All right, so I am going to get rid of the Voltec. All right. Okay, and we're going to charge. Okay, but he's still... okay, that's not what I wanted you to do. No, it is not. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to take advantage of your situation by giving you hack. I'm not... yeah, that should work. Right, so you're going to reflect it back at yourself now since it was a single target. Alright, not going to get stun on him, but I don't want to stun on him. I would like a stun on the other. Oh, wow, that was awesome. Yeah, that skill mirror is great when he's possessed, isn't it? Okay, so that worked out. That was a little bit scary there, but that worked out. All right, so, yeah, having the extra single targets done is good. All right, so obviously they have a lot of tough places here. So we'll see what happens. It's probably going to be a matter of who attacks more, because it does seem to be balanced in terms of that. The number of attacks towards the wins and stuff like that. I mean, we got some tough teams ourselves, but it really comes down to who's going to be more active, right? And the fact that mechanical really doesn't come up very often, too. So the thing about it is I may have to boost Ivan a bit because, you know, he is like, I think he's the sole damage dealer I have over there. So we'll have to see what happens in the future. Oh, there was one other thing. Prince Charmless was moved into two other books, apparently. He's now also in Friends and in Superheroes, whereas he was just nature before or something like that. So yeah, that's very useful for being able to use him. He's very good. He's very good. Very, very good. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for war. Hopefully we can win. Get us a nice streak going here. I don't know how many days are left on this. I think at Monday it might be coming to a new inventory. Oh no, we got 12 days left. 12 and a half days left. Yeah, I didn't really cover this because, it's not really... They didn't do any, like, special things here, Every once in a while they throw in extra ones, but I didn't see that this time. So, and I don't know if there are any bodyguards left. I can't think of any off the top of my head. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing any new monsters in there. I guess we'll have to see what happens in the future. Anyway, let's talk about PvP. All right, and one thing I want to say this up front. I say this before, but there's a lot of new people, so it may not be something that they're aware of. So I want to make sure. I should say this more often. Understand, when I go looking for teams, for instance, for this part, this is 593. Oh, we're getting close to 600, aren't we? We're going to be talking about that soon. I'm going to be asking you to do something, ain't I? You know what I'm going to ask you to do. And when I am looking for teams, for instance, this one, 593, I'm going to be looking in the comments of video 592. I'm not going to be looking in feeding videos, maze videos, training videos. You put them there, or any other game videos. Because I'm just not going to, when I get my piece of paper and I'm like, I'm going to look for teams, that's where I'm going to look. The comments of the previous part, nowhere else. That's where I'm looking. So please keep them in the comments of the videos only. If you want to be in the next video here, put them in the comments of this video. That's the way it works. Because I'm not going to go fishing around through other videos and trying to figure out where they are. Put them all in one place. All right, so let's start going here. I've done lecturing you. All right, where am I going here? All right. Okay. I did have some issues here. It is summer, so obviously any YouTuber will tell you you're kind of like it's a downtime. It's definitely a downtime. The previous video just basically managed to break 1,000 views, where it usually does like 1,500 to 2,000. But again, it's that time of year. I've seen that across the board. I try to compensate for that. Over the weekend, you got 4 videos on each day, right? Anyway, let's talk about these teams because I do have 4 of them. Our first team was suggested by Avatar 11. And Avatar wanted to see... I was about to press one of those fight buttons, too. We're starting over in Magic, and it's going to be Christy. And next, we're going to be in Magic, and it's going to be someone who is definitely not Christy, does not bear any resemblance whatsoever to Christy. Okay, he's going to be having a movie next year. I don't know if you saw his trailer. He was awesome in it. And finally, of course, we don't have to go too far because she's right there. We're going with Tara. So we got a lot of damage here. We got some control, so we'll try to find a challenging team, but not an insane one. Yeah, okay, no Temarians. That's a basic rule there. Yeah, up the middle doesn't really have a lot of denial. Okay, normally the ones on the left would be very challenging. They actually are very challenging. Taking his stamina away doesn't actually do very much because he can still act. You know what I'm talking about. The levels are a little on the light side, but I mean, it might be fun. Like I said, you really can't control him very well, so let's just see what happens. Okay, how fast is he? I'm just trying to think. Is Ghidorah going first? Well, there's a lot of support speed at the bottom. Actually, who is the speedy one here? All right, I guess it's the guy in the front. I don't know. It's a good question. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, right. So he is actually going first. Like I said, this isn't really going to cause him a lot of issues. So I need to do something else to him. Full complete powers is a very nice thing to do to him, but it doesn't really stop him. I'm thinking... you have a stun, right? Yeah, you have a stun. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I always get confused with these. Okay, right. Can't possess him, but I was thinking for a minute, like, can I stun him? No, that's the angel one. The angel one you can't do the stunning, so... Okay, that's good. Problem solved. Well, the problem temporarily dealt with. Right, so we're gonna... Get you guys bleeding? Yeah. Okay, the problem in the front apparently is good at dodging. You deserve that for missing him. Alright, we might have that problem again. Or maybe not. First of all, we're doing this, obviously. Okay, you're all alone now, and we're going to stab you in the face with a spear. Alright, that worked out, and we got some coins from that. Got some coins from that. So let's just do a spin and get me some gems. Gems! No! I wanted the gems. Of course I want gems. Why wouldn't I want gems? That reminds me, there's a gems dungeon. I have to go looking for gems. Alright, so let's take a look at our next team. Our next team was suggested by Undin02. I hope I said that right. And Undin wanted to see, we're going to have a bit of a denial issue here because our denial today is... Normally people would set him up in a certain way, not me. Okay, so there's it's Kirby. Next we're going with, we do have some serious support here though. We do have some serious support in the form of Kethor, yes, who has only one open rune slot. That's somebody I need to take care of. That's somebody I honestly do need to take care of the next time that rune slot stuff pops up. Just like a certain fiery mountain, right? And finally, yes, this is awkward. Yeah, this is awkward. Okay, so let's see if there's somebody here who will have mercy on us. Okay, I don't know exactly what's going on over here. I do know what's going on up the middle. And the highest level one there is Uriel's bodyguard. So 2 against 3 is kind of fun. I think that's the in we needed there, right? Okay, anytime now. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so he is actually going first. Alright, multi-stun. Excellent work. Excellent work. Very good. Alright, so yeah, fire cursed. Yeah. Okay. But it did kill somebody. Somebody was susceptible to fire, I suppose. Okay, Drummer's Purge. I'm just gonna put a huge shield on, because I think that's a good idea. Alright, let me think. Shadow Clone, heavy damage to target. I'm very concerned about him. Because I can just see him doing the same darn thing. Alright. Well, we're going to have to do something about it, right? Yeah, he's just going to put a big... Oh, yeah, that. Okay. At least now he does have it. So let's just do this. Oh, we're terrified. Really, we are. Tremors Purge. Massive hit. Okay, get rid of him. Okay, we won! Yeah, we won. Awesome. I know what you're thinking. There's still somebody on the field. No, there isn't. There's nobody there. Nobody at all. Somebody who makes Heyman look awesome. They really need to do something about her. They need to put some kind of a tax on her abilities. It's kind of embarrassing. A lot of the bodyguards are amazing, and some of them are just kind of good, and she's just terrible. Alright, so let's go with our third team. Alright, we're in here. Our third team was suggested by Electro Bobo. I think that's Bobo, right? And Electro wanted to see... Alright, this is a situation where we have absolutely no denial whatsoever. So we're in that special team, right? We have Voltic, Zap, I should say. Then I believe, if memory serves me correctly, where is... And then we have, of course, Flamey. And finally, we have, where is he? His purpleness, Prince. Okay, so yeah, we're hoping for that special team here. We're hoping for that really special team. All right, I'm not that... Well, I mean, there's not a lot of denial on the... well, there is denial, I should say, on the left in terms of a Mega Freeze. But there's also a lot of pain there, so no, I don't want to... That's a team, I just don't want to face them. That's just ugly. Okay, there's a whole lot of death waiting for us on the right. There's a whole lot of death. Up the middle, there's no specific denial... That's probably the one we should go with, actually. It could be a big problem, but you know what? I mean, at least we'll be able to do something. That's the way I see it. We'll be able to do something. Wow, they're meaty. Okay, but they have literally no speed at all, so... Yeah, we'll have to see how we can do about this. They have a lot of health. Zap, I really, really do need... I'm going to have to count on him giving me the... I'm going to have to... Oh, you know, I should target I should target the owl. I really have to count on him giving me... giving me the 10 million volts. That's what I'm thinking. I have to count on that. Because otherwise, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do here. Because they're really got a lot of health. I'm getting rid of him because he's the healer. The others are dangerous, and he can give the... And the guy in the front can give a big old... But I mean, he's the healer. I have to get rid of him. Ugh. As soon as he acts that he's going to do some kind of healing, which means I got to stop him. And he can't do anything. By the way, thanks for the 10 million. Really appreciate it. Alright, let me think. Alright, that will kill... But I don't want... I really want to have some chance of doing... Nightmares, no. I gotta stop him! I gotta stop him! Alright, so unfortunately, I have to do this one. Steals life. I'm gonna hold off on that one and do this one. What was that? Oh, that... It didn't kill him. He resisted the bleeding. It's over, by the way, in case you didn't know. Fire damage to all. He's immune to it. I really gotta get rid of him. Surrender. I can't get rid of him now. They got massive... Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go with the buff. So I'm just doing this all over again because I picked the wrong skill. I didn't see he had a little bit left after the attack. But I was kind of hoping the bleeding would kick in too, you know? Yeah, I can't kill him, can I? I really, 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 really could use that... He's not going to have enough to do anything. Well, you know... As I said, this is over already. And no 10 million, of course. Alright, I'm gonna do this one for the life drain. And he's dead. Oh, lovely. Okay, meteor crash. Okay, so that's actually good timing. Major fire damage to all, may stun all. Alright. Okay, so that worked out all right. All right, where is this one here? Nightmares. At the moment, Nightmares sounds like a good idea. Okay, he's gone. Okay, let's think. The bleeding. Okay, you still got your double damage. Moderate, that's group damage. I don't want that. That's pretty nice. That's pretty very heavy special damage. And she's bleeding too. Okay, you got nothing. All right. Does somebody survive this? No, nobody survives. To be fair, she probably could have done one of her group attacks anyway, right? Mind you, that would have just been a lot... That was just a lot tougher, that's all. Alright, sorry about that, but you gotta give me some denial here, you know? You gotta give me some denial. Some kind of speed or something like that. Alright, so let's just go over here. Let's grab another team. Oh, no. Grab this so we can make another team. Alright, and then we go back in. Alright, let's go in. Alright, our final team was suggested by Gavin Howard. And Gavin wanted to see... He wanted to see me win, is what he wanted to see. Just check. Just kidding. And we're going to put Stan in. No, we're not going to put Stan in anymore. Yeah, Bones, dude, you may have gotten your spot back. Just saying. It's a very sad story. Alright, and next we're going with someone we saw before. Someone who was quite amazing. And, of course, that's Indigo. And finally... In the control area, in the denial area, we have, where is he? A boss. The big boss. All right, let's see what we got here. No Temerians. You can do it with the middle. Yeah, let's do it with the middle. Okay, and they're kind of meaty, but they shouldn't be... They don't have a lot of speed on them, so... Should be handleable. Alright, let's just make sure that they get an unpaid loan down on them first, right? Okay. Resistance is futile. Did you in the back? Did you get it? Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, you got the guard down. Okay, you got the guard down. Alright, well, you know what? Why don't we just set you on fire to start with it? Except, of course, you know, he won't actually go on fire. I think he's my first target, frankly. Yeah, I think he's my first target. Alright, and then we're going to do a hat throw. You know, I think I'm only going to need... Will this do it? Yeah, it will. Okay, who wants to poison? Who wants to poison before I begin again? You want the poison? There you go. Have some poison. Okay, let's start the cycle again. And hat throw. And entangle cloak. And he's done. Bones is going, what did I do? Well, technically you set them all on fire. That's what you did. Okay, so that worked out a little bit better. Sorry about that third team, but like I said, please give me denial. Oh, that's alright. I'll take a cell. Legendary cell is better than food money. Alright, I think that's going to be us done. So, yeah, I'm probably going to run through the... I'll run through the challenge later after I've gotten as many coins as I can. They were giving them away in Monsterwood for a while, and I did drain it out. That's one of the ways I actually got the number that I do have now. It was like 50 at a time, and they did their stand at 20, I think. So I went through it a couple of times. So, although I did have some problems, but I think I got everything that I could have gotten. So anyway, I'll run through it, and if I think it's interesting, I'll tag it into the next video. And interesting doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, I got it, and I'm only going to show if I actually get something. Yeah, if I think it's interesting, I'll run through it. If I get some decent rewards, like the gems or something like that, or if I freak out and go crazy, we'll see what happens. Anyway, it does seem as if the next time we get together, we'll be talking about a maze. We already know one of the individuals is in the maze. I know I'd like to get the daughter. I think I have some cells of her, but I don't really have it. That's the Familina, or whatever her name is. I don't know. I'll learn the name if I actually get her, right? Anyway, I think that's it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.